So yesterday when I was out, I was having some problems with my trolling motor. Nothing mechanical, just the head unit. See how well I got it undone right now, but it was basically moving, you know, a pretty good bit without actually turning the shaft. And what it is, let's see if I can't get it. This is, I don't know if you want to call it a bracket or whatever, but it holds it on there tight, but it doesn't do what it needs to do without this main bolt going through the center. And this is what was left of it. Apparently it's sheared on one side, which would be this side. It was probably old and corroded. I bought this boat from a guy who did a lot of saltwater fishing down in Venice. So it just corroded, gave way. Anyway, I need to run to Lowe's, get a matching screw, bolt, and hopefully find it in stainless. That way I don't have to keep doing this again. This one I found laying around my garage. It does fit. It's a little thin though. It may end up snapping. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll come back and I'll just pop it in there, tighten these up, and should be good to go. Make an evening trip in the Scout this afternoon. Hopefully catch a few reds. Went with stainless steel. I think these are, can't see, 10, 24, and they're 2.5 inches long. They may be too long. If they are, I'll just put them in the vise and cut them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything set up, and then we'll put it in. Try to somewhat hold the camera still while I do this. So sorry if it's a bit crazy. I do see where there probably was a hex nut here. I could take this and take the hacksaw to it and cut it off and put one there. I'm probably gonna have to, because if not, it's just gonna spin. Or, actually, let me look at the other side of it real quick. What do we have? Ah, that's what I was gonna do. Okay, so I had it backwards. Don't need the hex nut. This is gonna go through. Let's give it a shot. Trying to hold it same direction as the, you know, the propeller itself. All right, stainless steel screws in. Come around this side. So, I mean, you can see, still got a lot of play. There must have been something inside of here. Some sort of gasket or something to keep it tight. So I'm gonna have to look around and see if I got something I can use in there, because that doesn't look right. It's the right bolt for the hole, but the hole on the shaft has just been walled out, just from it shifting over time, pulling on it. All that, I guess, whatever this composite material is, it just ate away. So, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do yet. See that wire? Disconnected from inside. Come back, cut it below the existing hole, drill a new hole. Okay, just got to get that measurement, rewire it, and put it back on. So I'm going to lose, what, 2 inches off my shaft? Not a big deal. All right, so it's cut, wired. I filed it with a file just because my cut was a little jagged, but I mean, that little bit of wire is gonna sit right back inside that head and it's gonna go right on. So now I'm gonna line it up, and then I'm gonna put a little pilot hole. I'll watch out for my wires inside, and then we'll go ahead and put that new bolt back in and tighten the other screws back up, and we'll be good to go. And all I did was cut it. I did use the jigsaw. Tried the handsaw, but I didn't have time for that. It's a pretty thick piece of fiberglass. But that's it. Not a lot to it. There's my holes. I did one side at a time because of the wire, and I just took my time with it. I did, let's see here. My eyes are bad, y'all. I think this is a 1/8 drill bit just to start it, and then I went back with it won't focus, but anyway, you get the picture. Just, you know, measure out your hole before you drill. And now we're gonna mount everything. All right, got the screw through. We just gotta put the nut on. And tighten it up. All right. So we're just finishing this up. Holding the head with a Phillips. I'm using this little box end wrench to tighten it up. Once I'm done with that, I'll tighten the clamp. And should be as good as new. Oh, you know what? Damn it. That's got to go inside of that recess. All right, I screwed up. I got to loosen it up, set it inside that recess, and then tighten it with it inside. Hey, trial and error. All right, so fortunately I caught it in time. So you see how it actually does now. I don't know how good you can see it, but it sits in that recess for the most part. It's got a little rounded top on it, but it is set back in there. So now we just need to go to this side and tighten up while the other side will be held by that collar. See, the collar is holding this nut in place while I'm screwing the other side in. So I don't need to put the boxing wrench on it anymore. And it's starting to get snug. And that's it. I don't think it needs to be gorilla tight, because then that's when I usually start breaking bolts and stripping threads. That's it.